Here is the warped cover for the 2012 Honda Ruckus. It's very, when you have the filter in, the air gets around all the edges. Here. Here's a brand new one, the same part. It's perfectly square, there's nowhere for the airs to get around. Here's the part number, 1707 get 000. So this one, the warped one, you try to get the air filter on, even if you have the tabs in place, you see there's air getting in here, and I would get water fill all this up when it's raining and cause the engine to just start sputtering, and also the revs would be at idle about 600 lower. The crankcase tube down here would be filled with crankcase, what is it, the breather tube. This was filled with water before. It's like a mixture of water and oil, but it was just filled all the way with water just from humidity, which wasn't repaired until I used some tape to fix this together. But now we'll see if the perfectly square without any holes cover actually fits. While I'm doing this, one thing I'm going to replace is the pre-filter sponge. Most people don't even have it in there, I think, but it's just a little sponge. Here's the part number, and it is right here. Little sponge I'm going to get out, and it's very, very dirty. So I'll just put in new sponge. It fits in there nicely, and the air filter fits nicely into the new one without any issues. And I will just pop that on. It should sit itself right here easily. It's a little dirty just because I was messing with tape to get it to stick to my broken housing, but should be no issues there. There are 5 bolts holding it in place. Let's see. My idle RPMs right now are around 1600, 1680 at cold start, so it should be about the same if this is actually sealed. We'll see. These bolts are really soft metal, so I'm not forcing them. I just want to make sure they're all tightened. There's also seals in there. These are seals that go around the entire housing, which mine already had it in place. I always got it just in case, and the seal that goes around the pre-filter sponge. It's just a little rubber strip. Goes on the pre-filter sponge here. Mine was already in place. I just got these just in case they were worn out, but they were alright. So now we will start it. Alright, I've installed the new filter housing and replaced the little pre-filter. And I hand tightened everything at the end because those nuts are super soft. I didn't want to mess them up, so we'll see how it looks now. The idle RPMs are actually higher by about 100. Well, I mean, I did warm it up a little bit, but I was testing it for about a second or a minute, so I mean, it's still at a good range. But yeah, it's going back to, it was around 1600 before. It's going back to 17 for cold idle. But I guess let's see if it has any issues at all when we actually ride it.